I had an old professor of education back in England who often reminded us, no child ever got taller by being measured. Profound enough to be called an aphorism, I would say. And what he meant by it was that our job as teachers was, yes, to chart the growth of our students when necessary, but he was warning us, don't get so bogged down in the charting of growth that you lose sight of the promotion of growth in the first place. In other words, my professor knew a very long time ago that children were, in fact, over-tested. What I liked about him was that he had very high academic standards. He was tough to please, but he was flexible, and he never gave us a one-size-fits-all test. He was cool that way, and you could talk to him. By the way, my name is Landa, and this is my very first video explaining how I intend to make a positive impact on your family through improving your child's education. I've elected to make my first impression by commenting on two different methods teachers generally use in order to evaluate or measure children academically. There's an ongoing debate within the education field regarding which method is better. It's known as the debate between proficiency versus growth. To sum it up quickly, some educators would focus on your child's level of proficiency. They would measure your child against an objective standard, such as grade level. Others would prefer the growth model and would prefer to measure your child's output against their own past performance. In other words, you have the proficiency crowd over here saying your child is in grade 5 and what matters is that he or she meets prescribed grade 5 curriculum. And you have the growth crowd over here saying grade levels are fairly arbitrary and what matters is that your child is trending in the right direction. And when it comes to my professional opinion and how I believe your child can benefit, there really is no debate at all, because when I look at these two models, I see two intelligent and important ways to measure how a given child is doing. However, if your child is currently outside that range of learners who find their current grade level an appropriate challenge, then that's a problem we need to address. If we assess their honest-to-goodness abilities in a controlled environment, free from distractions, with lots of encouragement, and we find out that today their capabilities truly are lower than grade level, we need to set aside proficiency and find the most efficient ways to promote growth. Otherwise, your child is at risk of a host of undesirable situations, ranging from self-doubt to anxiety and beyond. In addition, the reason I hypothesized a grade 5 student is because the difference between the oldest and youngest child in a grade 5 class could be 10% of their lifetime, meaning there are abundant reasons to be sensitive to a child's unique situation. In my view, the experiences that boost your child's capabilities in the long term are not only comprised of the tests they write and the grades that they earn along the way, though they are important. The other experiences that boost your child's capabilities are those light bulb moments that occur when they have the confidence and support required to persist beyond their limitations, beyond whatever it is that's holding them back at the present moment. And that's what I intend to provide for your child in a very personalized and a very tailored way. So in the end, between curriculum standards, testing, the looming SATs and ACTs, I think there's abundance of proficiency measures out there. If you want someone to focus on your child's growth, we just might have a good fit. Thanks very much for visiting my website, and keep in touch.